I'm now going to pick up a knit for the sleeve stitches. So I've only just put a few rows on the body just to stabilise it a bit. In the pattern, you would just keep on going to the end of the body, although you don't have to. If you prefer to do it this way, you can. And I'm going to start at the underarm, and then we're going to pick up a knit at the end of 2 rows out of every 3. So what Sabina means by that is, you can see here with your knitting, here are our horizontal rows. And of course, we're going to want to leave a selvage. So here I am, my underarm. So I'm going to put my needle under there, ready to pick up and knit the first stitch, just like you did when you were picking up for those back shoulder seams. Okay, so there's the first stitch picked up. I'm then going to find, so that's the end of that row, I'm going to find the next row along and pop my needle in there, pick up and knit in there. So that's at the end of 2 rows. That would be the 3rd one, but we're not going to pick up in every single row. So I'm going to skip over that and then into the next one. There we go, it's another 2, skip over the next one. So when it says to pick up at the end of 2 rows in every 3, that's what it means. We're doing 2 consecutive rows and then skipping one, and that means there won't be too much fabric for the sleeve, otherwise it would bulge out a bit too much. So I'm just going to carry on now till I get all the way round to the underarm again, because then of course I'll be ready to join in the round to do the ribbing. I will just do a quick pause and show you what happens when we get to that shoulder seam. It's nothing major, I just thought you might like to see just going from one bit of the knitting to the other where we picked up and went in another direction. So bear with me and I'll get there. Here we are then at the back shoulder seam. So I've just picked up 2, so I'd be skipping the next one anyway. And so my next stitch is going to go into the first stitch of the knitting that's then going that way where we picked up for the front. So pop that in there, knit the next one, skip one, pop it in there, and so on, all the way to the end of the round. So I've picked up all the way around the sleeve, so at the end of 2 rows out of every 3, and it's extremely satisfying because I've got to the end, got to the underarm again, and it has worked out exactly the correct amount of stitches. It doesn't always go that way, but this is a really well written pattern. So all I need to do now is join in the round. So I'm going to pop a stitch marker on there to mark the beginning of the round. And then we're going to do a couple of rounds in knit 1, purl 1 rib. And then we're on to the short row shaping, which I'll put in another video.